If your knees aren't what they used to be, if they feel achy and weak and perhaps wobbly, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to strengthen your knee joint. You know, when people exercise, they think in terms of strengthening their muscles in their arms and their legs, getting cardiovascular fitness. But the big thing that people miss is that you need to strengthen your joints as well. But how do you strengthen a joint? After all, joints are two bones that come together that are connected by ligaments and tendons. Well, it's not so much the ligaments and tendons that you strengthen. Those will strengthen with exercise. It's the muscles that move your joints that you need to focus on. Now, this is an important topic because as we age, our muscles tend to atrophy, especially if you are sedentary. Now, one of the areas that is noticeably affected is the quadriceps muscle. And this is a reason why we tend to stumble and fall more as we get older. It's why professional athletes lose their spring in their step and they have to retire. The quadriceps muscle is a powerful stabilizer of the knee, and if it's weakened or atrophied, then your knee is going to be weak. Now here's the anatomy of the knee joint. This is a model of the right knee. Now the upper part of the knee joint is the distal femur. The bottom part of the knee joint is the proximal tibia. And these are the main ligaments and tendons that connect the knee joint and stabilize it. From the front, this is the patellar ligament. It is actually the distal tendon of the quadriceps muscle, your thigh muscle, which begins here. This is called the lateral collateral ligament, and it stabilizes the outside knee. This is called the medial collateral ligament, and it stabilizes the inner knee. Now I'm going to remove the patellar tendon, get it out the way, and what you see here is that the distal femur is made up of two condyles. These are like cams. They're rounded surfaces and they're covered with cartilage. The femoral condyles rest on top of a special cartilaginous structure called the meniscus. This is the medial meniscus and the lateral meniscus. And as you could see, it sits in very nicely, very snugly, and the meniscus basically serves to guide the condyles as you bend your knee. Now here, if you look closely, this is the anterior cruciate ligament, and this is the posterior cruciate ligament. They're called cruciate because they cross. When I put them together, you can see how they connect. This is the back part of the knee. Now those two ligaments stabilize the knee and prevent it from going too far forward and too far back. Now here's the exercise I'd like you to do to strengthen your quadriceps muscle. You'll be happy to know that it's not all that sophisticated. So what you do is you find a place to sit, a nice chair where when you're sitting, your knees are at a 90-degree angle. Now all it consists of is extending your knee fully so that your leg is straight out in front of you and holding it out there, which creates an isometric contraction of your quadriceps muscle. Now I am wearing 5-pound ankle weights, but you can also do this without ankle weights. This is what it looks like. Keep your hands in your lap and make sure your lower back is straightened out. Good posture. Now to exercise your hamstrings, you would need to put on ankle weights. You could go anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds and lie face down. Make your body straight as a line and simply bend your knee up a little bit past 90 degrees and then lower it down about half the speed. Now do about 10 to 12 repetitions per leg on each exercise. And after you're done, finish off with about 25 squats. Spread your feet apart about shoulder length, hands on your hips, and just sit straight down slowly. And come back up. So that's how you strengthen your knees. Obviously, you get the most results if you're consistent with those exercises and use proper form. Remember, you're strengthening the main stabilizers of your knee joint, your quadriceps and your hamstrings. The other ligaments will be strengthened in the process.